Hi everyone, I'm back with a voiceover and today I have some gorgeous and exciting things to show you. Yep, we have another bullet journal review, and in this video I'm going to talk and show you the newest bullet journal from Notebook Therapy. A little backstory. To be honest, I had this journal since June and it was really difficult to keep the secret, but of course it was necessary and respectful to do so. Af from Notebook Therapy contacted me in May to send the Tsuki soft pastel cover notebook, and she was so sweet to let me choose another journal to send along. She showed me the preview of all the notebooks that she released so far: Gentle Giant, Moonflower, Fuji-san, Falling Star, and the Torii one. At that time she didn't release them yet, so she really did me a huge favor and I will always be grateful. It was really difficult to choose because they all had their beauty, but in the end I went for the Torii notebook. I loved the deep rich red color, really unique, and the contrast with the gold details of the Torii design in the front. If you're wondering what a Torii is, let me briefly explain it. A Torii is a traditional Japanese gate mostly found at the entrance of a Shinto shrine, and it's a symbol of the transition between the mundane and the sacred. The one represented here is the Torii of the Itsukushima shrine. It's even called the floating Torii since it's located in the middle of the sea, and it becomes accessible during low tides. Now, talking about some technical details, as always the notebook has 160 GSM bright white paper. It lays perfectly flat. The cover is made of linen. It has 2 bookmark ribbons. It's available in the original size, this one, and the A5 size. It has an elastic band closure. It has a back storage pocket with a free gift. Now, I don't have the free gift since when she sent me this notebook early in May, she didn't make it yet. But don't worry, you will receive this beautiful gold pin to go along with the notebook. Before testing the quality of the paper, I wanted to do a little comparison between my Notebook Therapy bullet journals. I currently have the pink original Tsuki bullet journal, the soft pastel covered Tsuki bullet journal, and the Torii edition bullet journal. They all are in the original size, and to be honest, I quite prefer this size instead of the most common A5. When using that size, I always find myself kind of forcing me to add things to the pages to cover the white spaces. So the fact that the original size is a little bit smaller, it's perfect. I can easily write everything that I need and decorate the pages as well without overdoing it. Of course, the first thing that you notice is the different covers. The original pink one has a vegan leather cover. It's soft to the touch, but it's sturdy in the meantime. The only con is that it gets a little dirty with time, but of course, it depends if you're used to bringing your journal outside a lot or just use it at home. Then, the pastel lilac taro one has a vegan soft cover. You can bend it and it's definitely more suited to be your journal on the go. Even though the cover is soft, I can guarantee you that it won't break at all. It's still leather, so it's durable. And finally, the Torii one has a thick linen cover. It's my first time using this type of cover, and it's nice to touch, and it makes your journal more luxurious. I can talk about the durability since I still have to use it. These have to be the biggest differences between them. The pages are in fact all bright and white. Every one of these journals have a back pocket, bookmark ribbons, and an elastic band closure. Oh, and we can't forget the beautiful and inspiring quotes at the end of every journal. As you can see, they are all different, and the one on the Torii notebook says, "Let this notebook be the gateway into a peaceful plus sacred place." Now it's time to dive into the most exciting part of my reviews, the testing of the paper. As usual, I will first test all of my black pens Then all of my markers and brush pens. I don't own lots of black pens cause, and here I am exposing myself, I really can't tell the difference between black pens. I'm so bad. Of course, there are some pens that take a little bit more to dry, and there are pens that smudge when you highlight them with brush pens. But that depends on the paper too. It is a combination between the paper and the ink, so it varies a lot, and this is why you always need to test the pens before using it. Here, in fact, I'm going to test the combination of pens and markers. I will try to use the marker first and then the pen, and the other way too. Okay, now let's move on the markers and brush pens page. Here I selected one color for every brand of brush pens that I own. Just to name a few, I have Tombows, Crayola, Sakura Koi, Arteza Gel markers, Midliner, and so on. Of course, since I'm obsessed with matching everything, I had to choose a red/burgundy color to dry the paper, but it's so satisfying, isn't it? I even decided to try the infamous alcohol-based markers. I'm saying infamous because the ink is really quite aggressive, and it's so hard to find a paper that can handle these markers. Of course, there are specific types of paper for them, but you won't find them as bullet journals. And finally, I'm testing watercolors too. If you have followed me for quite some time, you know I have created a few themes using watercolors, and I was able to do so thanks to the quality of the paper of the original pink Tsuki journal, so I'm sure that the watercolor test will go well with this notebook too. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big reveal. First, I will check the black pens page. Let's see the back of the paper. And of course, the result is amazing. Okay, set this aside, it's time for the markers and brush pens side too. Well, you can see for yourselves. The paper was able to handle the different inks well, and the same goes for the watercolors. In conclusion, this is a perfect notebook if you want to experiment with different media, or you are just an artsy person and you like to draw a lot. The overall quality is pretty high and is definitely a beautiful notebook to look at and to use. I'm always honest when I'm reviewing things, even though brands send me things, as in this case. I hope I was able to clarify some questions and to help you choose your next journal. If not, please ask me for any more details down below, and I will be glad to help you. Oh, and if you plan to buy this journal or anything from Notebook Therapy store, you can use this code and it will give you a 10% off discount on the whole order. Just to be clear, I receive a small commission of 10% when you use it, but it won't cost you anything. Thank you so much for sticking with me until now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please consider subscribing to my channel to support me and enjoy more videos. We will see in the next one. Please stay safe. Bye bye.